One of the tricky things with chickens is that on the one hand, you've got large commercial operations, which presumably would be easier to manage and have managed. But I would also think that you are dealing with people who maybe keep 10, 15 chickens in the backyard, maybe an even smaller number, and they have to be dealt with as well. What's your strategy for dealing with the incredible diversity of people who have chickens as part of their either home life or small commercial operation?
John, the last time we had an avian influenza outbreak in chickens in 2016, 2017, we were fortunate that the small producers, and especially the backyard chickens, were not affected. So we didn't have to deal with that. Unfortunately, with the big producers, and I guess it's also because of the numbers of birds that we're talking about, and once you get larger numbers getting infected, your viral load, what we call the viral load, which is what infected chickens would then excrete to infect the next chicken,
right,
becomes that much higher, and you end up with more chickens being affected. So we tend to see it more in commercial poultry farms. And for some reason, which is still not quite identified, we find this more in long-living birds. So it would be more in your layers, your table egg layers,
right,
or your breeder chickens that live long. It's normally, we haven't picked it up in the broilers, the ones that grow very quick and we eat them in a few weeks.
Yes.
So the strategy is to place the farms under quarantine. No movements are allowed off, into or through the farm. If it's a layer farm, the eggs would be held back until we know which avian influenza we are dealing with. If it's one that affects people, then we get to be more cautious.
Right.
If it's an easier one, then we would just heat treat the eggs and allow them for human consumption.
And
so the chicken themselves would not be sold because they would either die or be destroyed.
News.
Experts.
Analysis.
Where things stand.
What you need to know. Drive home with John Perlman
On 702.